What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, and you're probably wondering why I'm wearing a Pokemon hat, because I'm trying to be the very best, bruh. But anyways, this is my same hat from when I had when I was a kid, so it's probably stained up. I don't know, but anyways, let's get on with the video. So, licensed games. Some of you might have grown up playing licensed games like me. Some of you might be a little bit new and, you know, not really played as much of them. Either way the case is, I absolutely adored, I'm not going to say all, but a lot of licensed games growing up in the early 2000s, late 90s. And I really think, man, they should bring some of these licensed games back. Because, you know, when you think about it, back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, you had games like Futurama the game, you had the PS2 game Family Guy, then they had one for PS3 Family Guy. I don't know if it's the same game. I think it was two different games. I'm a little bit blurry on that. But you had games like X-Men Origins Wolverine. It was absolutely fantastic. X-Men Origins Wolverine was one of those games. It was just like this game is like probably the best Wolverine game we've ever had, up until the new release when the Wolverine apparently tends to drop whenever that is. But that game was magnificent when it came out. Not to mention, we've had games like the Harry Potter games from back, it started on PlayStation 1 up to the PS3. I mean, licensed games was so amazing for some of the games that they came out with. Like, even on the Super Nintendo, you had Disney's Aladdin, you had Lion King, Jungle Book was pretty good. On the NES, you had Darkwing Duck. Let me know if you remember playing Darkwing Duck, that game. Not Darkwing Duck, I'm tripping. DuckTales. I mean, games like this was fantastic, to be honest. Games like King Kong came out. I played that for the 360 growing up. The game was amazing. Like, it was just a fun overall game to like kind of follow along with the story. Now, the problem with licensed games, though, that a lot of people, I guess, you know, probably on why they ended up stopped making so many of them, is because I feel like companies used it as more of a marketing strategy for just the movie or the show or whatever it was. And, you know, the games were just kind of like shovelware. They were kind of just fluff, just throwing it out there or whatever. And they didn't really take a lot of time to like develop these games, which is why so many games came out that were just really bad. And I don't know what I'm doing. But anyways, it's like, you know, the point is, I would have loved to get some of the licensed games that we could have had. Like, there's so many licensed games that, you know, if they never stopped making them, that we could have got that might have been pretty good. Like, I remember, like I said, like I mentioned, X-Men Origins Wolverine, the Harry Potter games. Feels like I'm like, you know, like when, like in the movie Blade, I think it's Blade, when like he kills people and they start in the throat, or maybe, yeah, in the Blade where they're like breathing that and they're like, I feel like I don't even know what I'm talking about. I have that in my throat or whatever. Yeah. Anyways, the point, what I'm saying is that we've gotten games like the Harry Potter games, the Futurama games, X-Men Origins. I remember playing Rocket Power Beach Bandits on the PS2. I think that's what it's called. And that game was amazing, you know, as like, you know, person that loved Rocket Power, playing as Otto and Twister and all the crew and everything. It was just super fun to just kind of play. I remember playing some of the Jimmy Neutron games back in the day. They were pretty fun. I mean, but at the same time, you know, I'm not trying to advocate and say these games are like, oh my God, they're like The Witcher 3 good. They're, you know, like they're as good as like Skyrim or Oblivion. It's. I mean, they're not. I mean, everybody knows they're not. I mean, they're not going to be that. You know, they're not like top tier games. But, you know, I mean, they were just fun games if you were a fan of, like, the franchise or the movie or whatever it was. But at the same time, there was a lot of crappy games being released, like I mentioned before, is, you know, they kind of used that as an opportunity to kind of market the games. I mean, the movies and the shows or whatever. Like, I was playing the Iron Man 1 game on the PS2 a few days ago. It's a bad game. It's just not, it's not good. It's not fun. But there are some games that was just absolutely amazing for their time. Like I said, like I've mentioned, like DuckTales for the NES, Aladdin. I mean, I went and played the Aladdin Lion King collection a few months ago, and I still loved it. It's still a fun game. You know, I replayed all the Harry Potter games like 3 years ago, and I loved them. Like, they're still super fun. Like, the graphics might not be super great, obviously, but I mean, they're just really fun games. And I feel like they really kind of like stopped making the licensed games because, you know, they were just, most of them were, like I said, fluff and just bad, and sales obviously were pretty bad with them or whatever. And I'm not saying that, you know, you have to like go back to where you're just like oversaturating the market with, you know, licensed games. But I mean, like, think about some of the possibilities that we could have had with licensed games. I don't think we ever had a Bob's Burgers video game. Bob's Burgers, I love Bob's Burgers. We got an Aqua Teen Hunger Force game for the PS2. Don't know if y'all know that or not, but we got Aqua Teen Hunger. I loved Aqua Teen Hunger Force back in the day. Still love it. Still watch it when it's on. I love Aqua Teen. That's my boy Shake, Frylock, Meatwad. Like, freaking dope, son. And I loved Aqua Teen. And we got an Aqua Teen game, got a Family Guy game. But I don't think we got an American Dad game either. We've not got an American Dad game. I cannot speak for some reason, Jesus. But we didn't get an American Dad game. We've not got a Bob's Burgers game. Dude, y'all missed an opportunity with the Boondocks. Who don't love the Boondocks? And we didn't get a Boondocks video game. I'd love to play as Boondocks, bro. I mean, as a fan of franchises, as a fan of like movies, you know, I mean, why would you not want to play as, you know, as some of these awesome, cool characters? Like, we got a Peaky Blinders game. I'm not saying they, you know, but the Peaky Blinders game that they made was bad. And I don't know if y'all have seen Peaky Blinders. I love it. But we got a Peaky Blinders game. It wasn't great. And then we got the VR game, which I played a little bit of. And I kind of liked it, but, you know, VR game's not, you know, it's different. But, you know, I mean, like, obviously they still make some licensed games. But, you know, most of them don't do well. But, like, think about how awesome a Mandalorian game would have been. Think how amazing, because, like, see, in the PS3 era, we had Iron Man 1, we had Iron Man 2, we had Thor, then Captain America. I want to say they made a Hulk game. I don't think they did, though. I can't remember. I don't think they did. But think about how awesome, right? That would we had the Amazing Spider-Man 2 game, and then y'all just stop it. Y'all stop it. We got a Telltale Guardians game, and then we actually got a Guardians game that wasn't based on the MCU that I really enjoyed. But then we could have got an Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame game. Anyways, but we could have gotten an I cannot speak, Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War game. We could have gotten an Age of Ultron game based on the MCU. But just because it's based on the movie doesn't mean it can't be good. X-Men Origins was kind of based on the movie, but they kind of like they kind of pieced it together a little bit more in the game than the movie. But I still love the movie. And I still love the game. I think everybody kind of agrees the game's better than the movie. I like them both. But, I mean, like, that's freaking amazing. Like, we could have gotten that. And they just didn't want to capitalize on it. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why, you know, they they could have continued making licensed games. I'm not saying oversaturate it and make it for every single thing in the world, but things that they know that's going to be popular, they could definitely make video games on, and it would. I think it would sell. I mean, I would buy it. I mean, I'm sure other people would buy it. Some people really I feel like this is a controversy take on this, because a lot of people cannot stand licensing games. I personally really enjoy it. I mean, I love licensing games. I play them all the time. Also play other games, like great games to play, like Soulsborne, From Software, Elder Scrolls, Witcher, you know, games like that, whatever, like, you know, but, I mean, Square Enix, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, whatever, but I just don't understand how, I don't know, I really think the licensed game should definitely come back, because there's a lot of missed opportunities. I feel like in the gaming market for like licensed games that you know that could have, you know, done well. And then my thing too, right? We've had tons of Smash Bros. Ripoffs with, like, you know, Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion. We've had Nickelodeon All Stars, PlayStation All Stars. You know, like, there's tons of Smash ripoffs, and y'all telling me that y'all couldn't do a, like, game like Smash, except you have, like, adult animation, like Family Guy, American Dad, Boondocks, like Adult Swim, Aqua Teen Hunger Force characters. Y'all couldn't tell me y'all could get together and do an Adult Swim. I don't know why I said adults. I don't know why I said that. But y'all couldn't get together with Today Junior. But, you know, y'all couldn't get together with I don't know why it sounded weird that time. But with, like, an Adult Swim compilation of, like, you know, Smash clone with Adult Swim people. I mean, how amazing would have that been, bro? Would have that been? Yeah. Would have that been? So I was gonna say, I don't know. I don't know. I think really licensed games could make a huge comeback if they just kind of tackle it right. Cause, you know, like, there's a lot of bad stuff. Like, there's a lot of bad stuff with licensed games. But I think there's a totally missed opportunity with licensed games. I think they could really do something with that. I don't know. It's just a one man's opinion. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments below, because I'm actually curious to see what you guys think. Am I alone in this? Are y'all kind of with me on this? I really think they should bring it back. I really do. So, yeah, bro. I'm not going to say I'm going to end the video. But, yeah.